Okay, so this chapter is kind of short, so I guess I might read chapter 21 and 22. We shall see. Chapter 21. Jamie said that once he had his driver's license, we would be free to be together whenever we liked. Nothing would keep us apart except my curfew. Mostly we just drive around. Sometimes we park behind the library and make out. It's uncomfortable with my head pressing into the door and my knees bent, but I pretend that it isn't because I like the idea of making out in his car. Like a scene from a movie, the windows fog up in the cold when the radio plays our song. I don't know much about driving. Jamie is the only other person my age I've ridden with, but I think he must be a good driver. I feel safe with him. I like to watch him drive, to study his profile, to see his eyes focus away from me. He is so remote from me, and it makes me want him more. My mother has always said that my father would teach me to drive someday, and I'm still waiting for that day. For now, it doesn't matter. There is never a place I want to be that Jamie isn't going to. Finney got his driver's license on his birthday. Aunt Angelina taught him to drive ages ago. She says he is a good driver, but she is still terrified of him killing himself on the road some night. It's hard for me to understand how she jumped so quickly from driving to death. Every night people ride around in cars without dying. I'm a virgin and I cannot drive. I am afraid of losing my virginity in Jamie's car. I stay on guard for a fit of passion that could cause me to make the crucial mistake, but it never comes. I'm in control when I let him slide his finger inside. Oh my gosh. Inside me. I know what's happening when he takes my hand and cups it around his. What am I reading? What am I reading? Yes, it says erection. Like, this is not my type of height. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this book, guys. I'm fighting because this was a suggestion, but it's giving cringe. This is not my height. I'm fighting. I'm trying to give it a chance. Okay. I never let Jamie see me when we touch each other, and I never look at him. When I open my shirt and let him kiss my breast, I watch him to make sure his eyes are closed. I want him to see me for the first time when we make love. It's part of my daydream, slowly undressing each other and seeing for the first time all of the secret parts of us we have hidden, and it makes me less afraid. Fighting for my life. Next scene. One evening, Jimmy asked me to hold the wheel for him as he reaches for a CD. I trust that if he asks me to do it, then it must mean I can do it. I nearly run us off the road. Jamie grabs the wheel and writes us again. Geez, Autumn, he mumbles. He doesn't say anything else until he pulls into my driveway at curfew. Maybe you should never learn to drive, he says after he kisses me. I can't stand the idea of you killing yourself. I know that someday I will die, and I know that someday I will lose my virginity. These two things seem equally probable, equally impossible. Finney's curfew is half an hour later than mine, and on the weekends I listen for his car as I lie in bed waiting for sleep. It's comforting, hearing the engine approach and stop, and then the car door slam. The creak of his back door. I watch for the sudden glow of his bedroom window. When he flicks on the light, he crosses the room with his shirt off. His light goes out again, and I know he is lying in his bed by the window, 2 panes of glass and 20 feet of air separating us. That's the end of that chapter. That was cringe and so stupid. Not feeling it, but it was short, so I guess I'll read chapter 22. Chapter 22. I'm feeling sick the last day of the semester, but I have to go. I have 3 finals that day. I stare at the clock all morning, counting the hours until I can go home and go to bed. At lunch, I start to feel nauseous and only have a bottle of water. Jamie is sweet to me and strokes my hair when I lay my head on the table. Maybe I think you should go home, he says. I rock my head back and forth on the table to signify shaking my head no. After lunch, Jamie carries my book bag to Mr. Lafgan's class with me. I don't bother going through his drawers today. I immediately go to my own desk and slump down in the seat. With Christmas coming in 2 weeks of freedom, just a few hours away, everyone else is in a great mood. Test or no test. I listen to the sound of the other kids filing in and taking their desks, and I want to die. Jamie lays one hand on my back and talks to Sasha about a movie they both want to see that I don't. The others are making plans to go to the mall, complaining about visiting relatives, talking about catching up on sleep. Sleep sounds good to me. It does. Mr. Lafgan's test is easy for me, even in my weakened condition. I finish first and lay the bundle of papers face down on Mr. Lafgan's desk. He looks at me, and I know he is taking in my pale skin and blank expression. I smile weakly at him before he can ask me if I'm okay. I walk to my seat and think that I should study for my geometry exam, but my stomach is feeling worse. I go back to resting my head on the desk. At the time nearly everyone else is done with the test, I am wondering if I'm going to throw up. My insides are churning below my rib cage, and my salivary glands are working in my mouth. I may need to make an exit. I try to gauge just how likely it is that I'm about to vomit. I don't feel like I can leave unless it is a certainty, but I cannot abide the idea of not making it to the bathroom on time. I'm across the room from the door. There's a trash can between me and the threshold, but that would be a fate worse than death. The last student lays her test down on Mr. Lapkin's desk, and he stands. Okay, what did you guys think of the test? He says. I bolt out of my seat and run for the door with my hand over my mouth. Mr. Lapkin steps to the side as I barrel past him. Jamie Finn, sit back down, please, I hear him say as I run into the hallway. It turns out my timing is perfect, though. I couldn't have waited a second longer. I kneel on the floor of the stall with one hand holding my hair back and the other holding my tiara in place so that it doesn't fall. Afterward, I rinse my mouth in the sink and look at my face. In the mirror, I'm still pale, but I feel much better. I take a deep breath. There are still 20 minutes left in class. I need to go back before Mr. Lapkin sends someone to check on me. I keep my head down and my eyes on the floor as I enter the room again. I hear Mr. Lapkin's voice softly. Autumn? Oh my God, are you pregnant? Alexis shouts. My knees lock and my head whips up. I stare at her. What? No, I say. Are you sure? Victoria says. Because you... Alexis, Victoria, Mr. Lapkin says sharply. He turns back to me. Let me write you a pass for the nurse. No, I say. I shake my head and sit back down at my desk. I have another test next hour. I'll be fine. Are you sure? He says. I nod and sit up straight to show how much better I am feeling. Mr. Lapkin shrugs and goes back to his closing comments for the semester. Okay, since we didn't finish, Jane, in time for the final, I'm going to have to assign some pages for you to read over the break. Jamie stretches his foot out so that our sneakers are pressed up against each other. I copy Mr. Lapkin's assignment into my notebook and smile at Jamie. Hey, he says when the bell rings. You sure you're okay? Yeah, I say. Outside of the classroom, he pulls me into a hug. He's headed across campus to gym. We won't see each other for the rest of the day. Love you, sick girl, he says, even though your breath smells like vomit. Thanks, I say. He kisses my mouth and ruffles my hair. Next scene. I survive my math test and even the bus ride home. Finny and Sylvie get off just ahead of me. They walk down Elizabeth Street holding hands. I load her at the bus stop and then follow 30 feet behind them until they come to the corner where Sylvie turns off. They kiss goodbye, and Sylvie crosses the street. Finny waves at her and starts down the sidewalk again. Hey, Finny. Wait, I call out. From the corner of my eye, I see Sylvie turn around and look at us. I ignore her. Finny stops and turns. He waits for me to catch up with him. I'm surprised that he doesn't look surprised. Hey, I say again when I reach him. Hey, he says. I start walking again toward our houses, and he follows suit. I have a favor to ask, I say. I keep my eyes on the ground as I walk. Okay, Vinny says. Could you make sure that Alexis and Taylor and Victoria and... I stop myself from adding Sylvie. And everybody don't go around telling people that I'm pregnant. Why would they do that, he says. This solves a mystery, and part of me is relieved. I'd always wondered how someone like Finney could be friends with girls like them. Apparently, he doesn't realize what kind of girls they are. I understand that. I used to not know either, and Finney always thinks the best of people. Perhaps he thought that they asked if I was pregnant out of concern, because I falter on how to say it so that I'm not insulting his friends. You're not, right? He says quietly. Phineas, I say. I look up for the first time to glare at him. He looks straight back at me. He says, I mean, they did say it was a possibility. No, it's not, I say. I've never even had sex. Oh, he says. His face changes to the startled expression I expected him to have when I called his name. I look back at the ground. He walked in silence for another minute. We walk in silence for another minute. We're coming up to our houses. Now, could you just make sure? Yeah, he says. His tone is curt, and I think I've offended him. It is true, though. They are capable of spreading a rumor like that. For all I know, half the school already thinks I'll be a new mother in the spring. Thanks, I say. He doesn't answer me. I glance at his face. He's frowning. He walk up the lawn together and part ways when we get close to the porches. He does not say goodbye to me. I go straight to my room and crawl into bed. I close my eyes and try to sleep. My body is starting to relax when I remember the way Finney looked at me when I told him I was a virgin, the way he frowned. A spike of ice impels me through the middle. I can't breathe around the spike. It's too large. The cold spreads from my stomach into my lungs and heart, but it does not numb the pain. What does it matter to you? I ask myself. The ice melts into a puddle in the pit of my aching stomach. My Finney, he isn't your Finney. I know that, but there's a difference between knowing something and feeling it. I've known that he wasn't my Finney anymore, but now he is on the other shore, separated from me by an ocean I'm afraid to cross, and I can feel it. That's it for tonight, y'all. Good night.